no competition. Beefing up all them, we keep running up the digits. We need it all from the spring to the winter. We don't take no intermissions, but in the hours and the seconds and the minutes, as long as the clock still tick, you can always count on me.
So I want today's video to be centered around basically giving tips and advice on how to either go vegan or maintain a vegan diet, or simply to just include more plant-based recipes and foods in your life. I have personally been plant-based vegan for about 5 years, leaning towards the healthy side, towards the Jamaican Rastafari Ital side. I do not just eat something because it is vegan. I eat something because it will be medicinal to me and it will provide healing to my body. So I always love to start off my day with either a green juice or a fruit juice. Today I'm using the Cuvings Auto 10 Plus. If you're interested in this juicer, link to purchase will be in the description box down below with 10% off. I love this thing, but I also love starting off my day with a fresh green juice, or should we call this one a yellow juice? I just love it. It helps me to feel more energized. It helps me to get more nutrients in my body because the nutrients are more available when you're drinking them in a juice as opposed to eating them whole, because you're able to consume like 16 ounces of juice as opposed to 2 handfuls of kale in a day. Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another Ital Eats and Treats video where we prioritize health and longevity. So I just want to share a bit of healthy girl diaries with you all, and basically what a vegan gal eats. 5 years into being a plant-based, technically longer than that because I started off pescatarian 7 years ago and I've been vegan for 5 years, but let's just go with 5. There are certain days when I eat 3 or maybe even 4 meals a day, and there are other days when I just feel the need to eat 2 larger meals, especially if they're high in protein. One thing that I've learned as a plant-based person of 5 years, a vegan person of 5 years, is to always make sure that there's like a good amount of protein. For the fact of having more protein on a plate really makes you feel satiated and it makes you feel more full. A lot of people are not able to successfully continue their veganism because they're filling up on carbs like bread and pasta and everything else, and it makes them feel super sluggish, weighed down, tired all the time. I have seen things on Instagram and TikTok and everything of people saying that they had to stop being vegan after like 2 or 3 years because all they ate was just bread and pasta. So having a good amount of protein is very important when it comes to successfully having a plant-based diet, and I've been prioritizing protein the past year or so compared to the other couple years that I've been vegan. I will have to say that right now my 5th year of being vegan is genuinely the most successful year. I've been able to build muscle, I've been able to gain healthy vegan weight, and all the previous years I have not been able to do that because I was just doing veganism wrong, to be honest. I was not eating a lot of protein, I was just not eating a lot, and to be honest I wasn't really tracking what I was eating. I was just kind of eating whatever. And when you're on a plant-based diet, you often make sure that you're consuming the nutrients that you really need to be consuming, like iron, like B12, like calcium. All of these things are very important to make sure you're tracking, not just as a plant-based person, okay, but also as a person who eats meat or a person who doesn't. No, but it's important to always be tracking no matter what diet you're on so that you can make sure that you're consuming the proper amount of nutrients. And this is just basically coming from a person who has been successfully vegan for half of a decade and wants to share advice with anybody else who might be wondering how to successfully convert to a plant-based diet or eat more vegan foods. With that being said, all of the recipes that you see today will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks so much for tuning in with me. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Another tip I would say for having a successful vegan diet is that I've noticed a whole lot of vegan people just consume a lot of processed foods like processed vegan meat, processed vegan cheese. And honestly, while the both of them taste good, they are not good for you at all. Like, they are literally so bad for you. And like I mentioned earlier, to me, this lifestyle is not just like a diet for me, it's a lifestyle. So I always love to start off my day with a fresh bowl of fruit. It helps me to feel my best, and it helps to prepare my stomach for food that I will be consuming later on in the day. And honestly, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Hello, we need to be eating fresh fruits and veggies each and every single day. Plus, you're an adult, eat your vegetables, all right? On this particular day, I was craving something Jamaican, something homey, so I decided to start my day off with a hearty bowl of Jamaican oats porridge. The recipe will be linked in the description box down below. I wanted to show you all really quickly that I'm very peculiar about my coconut milk. I've been making homemade coconut milk for the past couple years, and when I was at Trader Joe's, I found a coconut milk that only has coconut and water. I usually steer away from them because they have so many additives. I have to say, I still prefer making my own homemade coconut milk, but I just really wanted to show anybody who doesn't have access to fresh coconuts or coconut flakes. One of the main ingredients in Jamaican porridge, and what separates oats porridge from regular oatmeal, is some fresh nutmeg. I accidentally crushed the first one too hard. Maybe it was bad, but the second one was perfect. I grated it up in there, and honestly, nutmeg can really elevate the level of a Jamaican porridge. Jeez, it tastes good. I just love having fresh nutmeg and fresh spices in my porridge, and it is so much better than regular oatmeal, in my opinion.
Yeah, that the speakers when I roll through. I don't hang around long. I've been about my business, I've been working to the moon. As in my religion, we're just getting to the door. On a mission, I've been
I know this is not one of the most aesthetically pleasing recipes on my channel, but you know what? It satisfied the craving that I had in a healthy way because it had healthy fats from the coconut milk. It was sweetened with unrefined sugar from the agave, and it was just delicious. And that is another tip that I have for vegan breakfast. Make sure to have something hearty. Make sure to have something that is actually going to be like filling and satisfying. Now for lunch, I'm going to be having and making a delicious Buddha bowl. Basically, a Buddha bowl, or you can also call it a Nourish Bowl, is something that has different elements into it. And the first element we're gonna make today is basically some lentils. I'm making this with some Thai peanut satay sauce that I found from Trader Joe's, and goodness, was that so delicious. If you have Trader Joe's and you live in the United States, you need to go over there. They have some foods with some really good ingredients. I would suggest it. Also, for a crunchy element and a little bit of carbs, I went ahead and roasted some potatoes and made some crispy chickpeas for a little extra protein in my air fryer, and my goodness, was it so delicious. It was jerk seasoned. It was fire. I'm also making quinoa as opposed to rice because this provides extra protein and it is digested a lot easier than regular rice, and I added the rest of that coconut milk in there. And I'm also adding some fresh vegetables like cucumber, sweet pepper, cherry tomatoes, because I am always going to be putting a fresh element on my plate. I didn't put any fresh food on my plate for breakfast, and that's not usually like me. I usually am always putting a fresh thing on my plate or in my bowl for every single meal of the day, and that is something that I really feel like a lot more vegans need to do, especially vegans who are only doing it for the animal. I've literally heard a lot of vegans say, I don't care about my health, I'm doing this for the planet. And it's like, that is super great that you want to take care of the planet, but you should also take care of yourself as well. It's very important to make sure we're eating healthy foods no matter what diet we are currently on. was waiting for the lentils to tender up and cook, as well as the roasted potato and everything else, I went ahead and made myself an iced matcha latte. Another thing I would say as a vegan is to make sure you have a nice routine and something that you enjoy eating or drinking but is beneficial for you. I do not like drinking coffee. It gives me the jitters, and honestly it tastes bad. I literally think coffee tastes like cigarette water, right? I do not like coffee. However, I recently discovered matcha a couple of months ago. I researched the health benefits and I realized it is worth my time, and it also tastes delicious. I have found out the best way to make my matcha. Somebody once tried to compare matcha to coffee on my channel, and absolutely not. Matcha is filled with antioxidants and other health benefits. Coffee really does not have many health benefits, to be honest, unless maybe you're applying the coffee to your skin. I do not think coffee is a good thing to drink. Matcha, on the other hand, never ever gives me any crashes. It never gives me any jitters, and it makes me feel a lot more calm. This was my first time making a matcha without putting any flavoring or syrup in it, and I actually like it like this a lot better. Yum! This is fire. Yum! And then look at that color. Wow, how gorgeous! The day before, I actually prepared some delicious homemade Scotch bonnet hummus. The recipe to this is on my website, italeatsandtreats.com, and linked in the description box down below. Now, the reason why I love Nourish Bowls and Buddha Bowls so much is that they include so many different aspects and so many different flavors. You have the refreshing raw crispness of the fresh vegetables. You have the protein from the quinoa, the lentils, and the hummus. Homemade hummus actually has a whole lot more protein than regular hummus. And everything comes together, all the different flavors just marry together on a single plate. It looks gorgeous, and honestly, I feel like when my food looks pretty, I'm more willing to eat it. If you enjoyed these vegan tips, make sure to stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Ain't no competition. We finna ball and keep running at the digits. We need it all from the spring to the winter. We don't take no intermissions, but in the hours and the seconds and the minutes.